Uh, Good morning, class. My name is Mr. James Ndong. I'm going to take you through the topic energy and industry. We start with the term energy. Energy, this refers to the ability to do work. Energy refers to the ability to do work. Then we look in the under the types of energy, where we start with renewable sources. This refers to sources of energy that can be regenerated and used over and over again. They include solar energy, wave energy, wind energy, biomass. The other thing we look with non-renewable sources. These are sources of energy which cannot be restored. When they are used, you can never restore them or regenerate them. For instance, natural gas. We have coal, we have nuclear energy, we have petroleum. When you use petroleum, let's say kerosene, when you use, you have used. You can never regenerate it, you can't use it again. The other thing we look into is the significance of energy. The first one, different forms of energy such as charcoal, wood, and petroleum provide fuel for domestic use. Second one, petroleum, hydroelectric power, coal, and nuclear energy are used in industries as sources of energy. The third one, various forms of energy are used in agricultural sector. Agricultural sectors often use energy in order for it to run. The fourth one, medical equipment such as X-ray machines are operated using electricity. You know, that is what we use in hospitals. We use them to do that case so that patients can be treated accordingly. We look into energy crisis. This is a situation where demand is higher than the supply, leading to increase in the price of energy. Causes of energy crisis: over-reliance of petroleum and its products, economic and political sanctions, exhaustion of wood fuel, depletion of coal. Impacts of oil crisis to Kenya: increase in price of imports has led to inflation, decline in agricultural production, the increase in prices of other forms of energy, depletion of foreign exchange reserves. Then we have management and conservation of energy. Management refers to the careful use of available energy resources to ensure that they do not get depleted. This is done through the following: encouraging the use of alternative sources of energy such as solar energy, wave energy, tidal energy. Second one, creating awareness among people on the need to conserve energy. The other one, encouraging the use of public transport such as buses, as they use less fuel as compared to each person using his or her own car. The other one, people are encouraged to regularly service their vehicles so that they consume less fuel. The other thing we look into is industry. Industry refers to an enterprise which makes it possible for people to produce goods and services for their personal use or even sell the surplus. And in industry, we have a term or terminology, industrialization. This refers to the process and pace at which a country or a community sets and undergoes to establish industries. Now, this is the process a country takes or undergoes in order for it to come up with industries. We now look into factors influencing the location and development of industry because they are not evenly distributed. We have factors that facilitate their distribution. The first one, availability of adequate capital in form of money to hire land, machinery, and provide motor vehicles, because industries, they mechanically oriented, or they have a lot of mechanization. The second one, availability of skilled manpower in form of technical and managerial staff. In industry, you must hire specialists, professional people in various areas of study. The third one, prices of cheap basic raw materials locally, which are assessed. We must have raw material for us to start an industry. The other one, political stability of a country attracts both local and foreign investors. We can't have people coming to invest into a country if we have civil wars or even political instabilities, because they are not assured that their investment is at safe hands. The last thing, availability of both local and international market to sell and buy goods. We must have a market for an industry to be established, because at the end of the day, the industry wants to make some profit. And if it is not selling its end product into the market, then it is only loss that will be incurred. Now we must have a or a large market for us to make the profit that we need. We look at it into types of industries. The first one, primary industries, such as mining, agriculture, fishing. These are those that we do at first hand. Second one, industries, secondary industries are those that involve manufacturing, processing, such as the tea processing industry. The last one, tertiary industries, are those that offer services such as banking, warehousing, education. We look into significance of industrialization. Under the significance of industrialization, we have it encourages utilization of the available raw materials in the country. Second one, the use of machines leads to unemployment. We know often many people are jobless because they are unemployed because of the use of machines. Because we know one machine can be able to do a work that maybe could have been, where we could have needed, let's say, 20 people. We just use one machine. The last one is this depletion of natural resources due to increased demand created by industry. We find that at the moment, there is over exploitation of resources because industries are in demand, and the law of demand and supply is not at equilibrium. So we must have that force. The last thing we are going to look at is problems facing industrialization. First one, some countries lack raw materials such as iron ore, and rubber. If they lack, this means they can't establish an industry that requires a raw material such as iron. The second one, stiff competition from cheaper imported goods. Countries suffer because of imported goods. You find, for instance, when we import eggs from Uganda and you are in Kenya, you find that now the eggs from Uganda, they are at a cheaper price compared to these ones that we produce locally. This leads to decline of the locally established industries. The third one, unavailability or high cost of spare parts for the machines. Most machines that are used, we know often they are imported maybe from China, Japan. To find now being able to assess or to purchase their spare parts, it becomes a big burden to an industry. The fourth one, poor local market due to low purchasing power. Often the local market, because of the law of demand and supply, to them, is the law of demand in the capital or income that they have is very low. So what they can purchase from an industry is also very low, now making the industry to earn less. The last one is high cost of fuel. High cost of fuel influences industrialization because no industry can work without using fuel. We have various types of fuel, meaning each and every industry must use a fuel in order for it to run well and even meet the outlined objectives. I wish to stop there. Thank you for listening. Till we meet again, take care of yourselves and be your brother's keeper.